Commission, we respectfully ask that you fill out a speaker's card. Each side will be provided 10 minutes to present their case with a 5-minute rebuttal. And lastly, if you wish to discuss the case after we conclude, we would ask that you leave the building as if you go in the back foyer. It does echo into the chamber. This time I would ask you to stand with an invocation by Commissioner Randolph, followed by a Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Dougherty.
Gracious Father, most holy one, we thank you once again for watching over, protecting us, keeping us from all hurt, harm, and danger to this moment, point in time. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for all our families and the citizens of this parish. We thank you for this commission and our government as well. And gracious Father, we ask a special blessing on those that are sick and bereaved, especially the Tucson family. And all these blessings, Lord, we ask that the decisions and the discussions we make tonight is in the best interest of all. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In our packets, we have the minutes of the October 13th meeting. I would ask, please review those, and I will entertain any motion. Commissioner Davis.
I just have one small correction before I make a motion. Under the roll call, I believe we missed Ms. Casabon's name. She was absent.
She was here, but she came in late.
I'm sorry, what?
She was here, but she just came in about 10 minutes after we started.
Oh, is that why we don't put her? Okay.
Yeah.
So she wasn't present or absent?
She wasn't present at the roll call, but if you look at further down, like in the voting, she was there. She just came in about 10 minutes late.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Davis to approve, second by Commissioner Randolph. Is there any further discussions? I would ask for a vote. Motion carries. This is a public hearing. The public's comments are appreciated and welcomed. Entering parish right-of-way, servitudes and easements. Entering parish right-of-way, Dove Park Road, Ward 4, District 5. Request to enter parish right-of-way for the purpose of laying and connecting water and sewer lines. The debtor, Clico. Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Marty Dean. Staff?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
we had discussed earlier before the meeting possibility of moving one of the items up on the calendar.
Yes, I would, Commissioner Matthews, I would,
MS 2015-73 MSP, would like to move that up to the #1 slot as a courtesy.
if I may, let's do the right-of-way. We'll move that right up to the beginning of minor subdivisions.
Okay.
Thank you. Staff?
This is enter the right-of-way on Dove Park Road for the purpose of laying water and sewer lines.
Is the petitioner here? Would you care to speak? If you come to the podium, please.
My name is Danny Schaus at 953 Nancy Street, Mandeville, Louisiana. We would like to have this line tied into our service center down there. It's going to help us with any potential restoration efforts that we may have going forward after Katrina. As you know, we weren't really sure if we were going to have a building there when we got back to start cleaning up and doing what we needed to do. Because we have our own pump and well there, it is beneficial for us to be tied into the parish water and sewer. It just kind of takes care of another issue that we don't have to worry about while we're working on restoring power and doing things, you know, that we need to do. So we'd appreciate your positive vote for that tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to comment? Seeing no one, I close it to the public and I bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Dougherty?
Yes. Are y'all gonna hire a contractor to do this, or are you gonna do it yourself, or?
No, we have a contractor.
Would you come up to
If
the
you would come to the podium, please, Mr. Schaus.
We do have a contractor for that. We've been working with staff and
Well,
to
it
have
just
them
kind of
take care of it.
surprised me when I saw that CLECO was the person requesting this in order to lay water and sewer lines. And
Right.
that just didn't mix real well with electricity, so.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Commissioner Lauren?
Chairman, if you look at the agenda, it says the Parish Council District Representative Marty Dean, and if you look at the document, it says Ward 4, District 5. Something's out of balance.
It's Marty Gould's district.
Okay. So we need to change
Let
that.
the record-
That's probably just Ron copying, pasting things.
Let the record reflect that it is Representative Gould. Thank you for the clarification. Commissioner Matthews?
Just one other quick question. You all currently have your own well and your own sewage and everything on site.
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be a redundancy.
Well, I think it's going to take the place. I'll have to
Okay, so
crash
you all are
it
going to
over
get rid of your own well
Yeah.
and your own sewage?
Yeah, that's right,
And
I
tie
believe it.
completely in? Okay.
That's right.
I would move to approve.
We have a motion by Commissioner Matthews, a second by Commissioner Willie to approve. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, I would ask for a vote. Motion carries.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
As requested, we are going to move minor subdivisions. 2015-73-MSP, parcel 5A2 into parcels 5A2-1 and 5A2-2, Ward 1, District 1. The owner, David A. Briggs. The surveyor, Randall W. Brown and Associates Incorporated. Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Marty Dean. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This proposal is to create two parcels from an existing parcel within a minor subdivision, Lot 5A2. Again, the owner is proposing to create two parcels from an existing lot within a minor subdivision, and since the request complies with all code requirements, the staff has no objections to the proposed minor subdivision.
Thank you. Mr. Moran?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Paul Marone on behalf of the petitioner Briggs Ochsner LLC and Mr. David Briggs. Thank you for your courtesy of moving this matter up this evening. Have another public hearing in Slidell, which is starting very soon, and I need to be there as well. So your courtesy is much appreciated. This is a tract of ground that is within the Watercross campus. I've been to you several times on this particular campus. As you will recall, it is going to be medical related campus with business uses and other appurtenant uses with that, where you have medical providers in the same locale with users as well as insurers. The request this evening is to create the two parcels, the 5A21 for a specific user, which is a high-end senior living facility, and 5A2-2, which will be essentially an out parcel and will be utilized for various services like potentially bank or doctor's office. Each of these parcels meets or exceeds the underlying zoning requirement. They both front on two roadways, Ochsner Boulevard Extension as well as Watercross Parkway. And so we would respectfully request your approval of our ability to re-subdivide the tract as set forth on Mr. Brown's plat before you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Matthews.
This does meet all of the requirements of the parish code and appears to be a good use of the land, and I move to approve.
We have a motion by Commissioner Matthews to approve, a second by Commissioner Dougherty. Is there any further comments? I would ask for a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. 2015-71-MSP, an 18.66 acre parcel into parcels A and B, Ward 1, District 4. The owner, Kathy M. Copenal, surveyor, LS Land Surveying LLC, Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Reed Falconer. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The reason why a public hearing is required for this case is that one of the parcels is being accessed with a private drive. The owner is proposing to create two parcels from an 18.66 acre parent parcel. And since a private drive will provide access to only one parcel, which is parcel A in the rear, said drive is not required to be built to a parish standard pursuant to section 40-045.01, minimum standards for a private drive of subdivision ordinance 499. Therefore, the request complies with all code requirements. Therefore, the staff has no objections to the proposed minor subdivision.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here? Yes. If you would please come to the podium, state your name and address.
My name is Ricky Copenal. I live at 101 Copenal Road, and it's for my daughter to build a house on is what we're trying to do. So,
Thank you.
okay.
Is there anyone else who wishes to speak in favor of the request? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition of the request? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Casabon.
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve it, meets all codes and requirements.
We have a motion by Commissioner Casabon and a second by Commissioner Richardson. Commissioner Matthews.
Mr. Copenal, on the plat, I don't see where the road is, or maybe I just don't understand it, is where they have all the little X's. Is this road going to be the one that runs down the property line here?
Yes, sir.
Has several 90-degree turns and,
Yes, sir.
okay, and that's going to be the access road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Interesting road. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any further comments by the commission? We do have a motion and a second to approve. Please vote. Motion carries. 2015-72-MSP, Lot 2A into lots 2-A1 through 2-A4, Ward 5, District 6. The owner, Chris Bovius. The surveyor, Ronald Clement, PLS. Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Richard Tanner. Staff?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the reason for this request for the minor subdivision is Lot 2A is part of an existing minor subdivision. The owner is proposing to create three parcels from parcel 2A within the existing minor subdivision. And since this request complies with all code requirements and all lots front on public roadways, the staff has no objections to the proposed minor subdivision.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here? If you would please come to the podium and state your name and address, sir.
Chris Bove, 202 Chafuncta Drive, Covington, Louisiana.
And your reason for the request, sir?
Well, the large piece of property's been in my family since 1968, and we lived out there for 10 years. And to be frank, my wife got tired of living in the country. So we live in Covington now, so we're just trying to sell the property, and I have a buyer for the 12-acre piece, and we have some other people interested in the other pieces.
Thank you, Mr. Bove. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to speak in favor of the request? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Randolph.
Yes, sir. I move to approve this request.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Randolph, a second by Commissioner Casabon to approve. Is there any further? Commissioner Davis.
Yes, and this is 4 lots that's going to be created, is that correct?
please come to the podium.
I thought I heard
I
three
think it's
lots.
4 lots, but,
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
yeah, it was, yeah, it is 4 lots.
Okay,
Yes, I'm
thank you.
sorry. Yeah.
Any further questions? We do have a motion and a second to approve. I would ask for a vote. Motion carries. 2015-74-MSP, a 3.321 acre parcel into lots 1, 2, and 3, Ward 6, District 11. The owner, Terry and Michelle Walker. The surveyor, J.V. Burks and Associates, Inc. Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Steve Stefanczyk. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The owner is proposing to create 3 parcels, A, B, and C, from an existing lot within a minor subdivision. Since more than one parcels are being accessed with a private drive, the existing drive must be constructed to a minimum parish standard in accordance with Section 40-045.01 of minimum construction standards for a private drive for subdivision related to ordinance number 499. Furthermore, the following additional standards need to be applied. Under item A, that has been taken care of. Item B has also been taken care of. Item C is still outstanding, which is a maintenance agreement is required to be submitted to this office to ensure that the private drive will be maintained in perpetuity in accordance to parish standards. The staff recommends approval of the proposed minor subdivision request subject to compliance with item C.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here? If you would, one of you please come to the podium and state your name and address and let us know why you would like this.
Terry Walker, 73372 Highway 41, Pearl River.
And the reason for your request, sir?
To build a house for my daughter. And I agree to taking care of the road.
Very good. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to speak in favor? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we close it to the public and we bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Davis.
Yes, Mr. Walker, you say you're going to build a house for your daughter?
Yeah,
Which lot is that going to be on?
that's going to be on Lot C.
Lot C?
Yes, sir.
Do you currently have anything on Lot A or B?
No, sir.
Okay. And it's highway commercial too, is your zoning?
Sir?
You have your zoning classification for that lot is highway commercial too, is that correct? Staff?
Yes, he was advised that they would zone highway commercial, but you can put a single-family house. in
No, I
highway
understand,
commercial.
I'm just,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion by Commissioner Davis.
Second?
Commissioner Randolph, did you second, or Commissioner Matthews?
Randolph.
Commissioner Randolph, second. All right, Commissioner Matthews.
Yeah, staff, you indicate that A and B have been taken care of. I don't understand, I mean, we don't have that on our plat. What has been done?
That was a late revised plat that came in, yeah.
Okay, what exactly has been done?
Items A and B have been taken care of.
Exactly
Do you want
how?
me to, read the
Yeah,
items?
how have they been taken care of?
Okay, I'll go back and read the section there. Okay, for traffic, for the traffic purposes, the survey needs to be amended to depict a turnaround, either the end of parcel B, physically touching parcel C, or within parcel C. They have created the turnaround at the end of parcel C.
At the end of parcel C?
That's correct. A turnaround, a cul-de-sac turnaround.
Okay.
Item B, the survey needs to be amended to depict the 911 private drive name, Walker's Way. We have received that with the new revised plats that didn't have time to get to you tonight, saying Walker's Way.
Okay. That's what I need to know. Thank you.
Okay.
Are there any further questions? We have a motion by Commissioner Davis, a second by Commissioner Randolph to approve. Please vote. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Petitions, requests. A request to build on a buildable standard lot of record located in the town of Mandeville, Square 142-A, Lot 15, Ward 4, District 10. The owner, Connie Waltrip, Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Maureen O'Brien. Staff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Pursuant to Section 40-034.01 contiguous lot rule of subdivision ordinance 499, the Planning Commission is responsible for reviewing requests for building on a buildable substandard lot of record. The applicant is requesting to build on a substandard lot of record in order to construct a single-family residence. In order for the Planning Commission to approve a request for building on a buildable substandard lot of record, the petitioner must provide proof that they do not currently own and has not sold or has any predecessor in deed or title sold any contiguous lots during the period following the the initial adoption of the contiguous lot rule ordinance that on January 20th, 1994. They have provided that information through an abstract, and they have proved that. Based on the facts that the petitioner has satisfied the requisite requirements of proof as referenced to above, and that the applicant will comply with parish setback requirements relative to a buildable substandard lot of record, the staff has no objections to the proposed request.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here? If you would please come to the podium, ma'am, state your name and address.
Yes, I'm Linda Miners, and I live at 1700 Highway 1088 in Mandeville. This is a petition that has been asked for by my daughter, Connie Waltrip, to construct a very small one-bedroom bath house for an individual who is disabled. And we're just trying to provide shelter.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of this? Is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Lauren.
Yes, Ron, for my edification, explain what makes this a substandard lot.
A buildable substandard lot of record is a lot that is under a 50-foot frontage and 5,000 square feet. Under those conditions, they're only allowed to build on it if the adjacent parcels were never owned in common by the parcel they're trying to build on. They approved that through an abstract process, which shows that there was no commonality as far as ownership of that lot. Therefore, they have that right to petition to you to request to build on that lot. Typically, the commission has approved those when they comply with parish setback requirements, which they are in this case.
The substandard part of it has to do with the size of the lot.
That is correct, the size of the lot.
That's
right.
what I mean.
Commissioner Dougherty.
Ms. Walter, and I just kind of run a quick total. You said a small house. It looks like about 540 square feet. Does that sound right?
That's correct, yes, sir.
Okay. That is small, but for one person, a handicap, that would work. Thank you.
Commissioner Matthews.
Well, this looks like a request that we would want to approve. I do have one problem. We're, as the commission, have the obligation to say that they have proved their, that they haven't owned the property or haven't, all the other problems that you could have. And I see nothing in anything that's been provided to me that says that's been done. I see a letter from you, which is nice, and it says there's an abstract and an easy-to-read chain of title, and I don't see that. I would like to have that because I'm being asked to say that those are there.
Okay, I have reviewed that. If you don't trust me, that's fine. But I will
Everybody
get you a
makes
copy
mistakes.
of that if you want.
Everybody makes mistakes.
I will get you a copy of that.
And I would like to have that before the meetings in the future. Because like I say, everybody makes
Okay.
mistakes.
And I've not provided that before, so now I understand that's what the commission wants. That will be provided in the future.
Thank you.
Commissioner Casabon?
Yes, Ron, within this letter, she's requesting that the rear setback be reduced from 25 to 15 in order to,
Yes, I've
Did we
discussed
allow
that with
that?
her, I've discussed that with her after the fact, and she has agreed to comply with the setback requirements.
Okay.
That's why I indicated that in the staff report, she has
Okay,
agreed to
that-
that now, yes.
was the purpose of saying.
I think the initial problem was the potential of that big, large oak tree.
Right.
But she indicated that she probably could work with us and meet the requirements.
On that, okay. All right. I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Commissioner Casabon to approve, a second by Commissioner Lauren. Any further questions? Please vote. Motion carries. Entering the Tammany Trace, we have none. Revocations, closing review. Revocation 15-07-001, a revocation of a portion of South Azalea Drive, Flowers Estates subdivision, Ward 1, District 1. Applicant, Viola Living Trust and Terry and Gary O'Brien. The surveyor, John G. Cummings and Associates. Parish Council District Representative, the Honorable Marty Dean. This was postponed at the October 13th, 2015 meeting. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There's an update on the staff report as of November 3rd, 2015. As of this writing, it's our understanding that the petitioner and the Public Works Department are still negotiating terms that would allow the revocation request to move forward. Therefore, barring any further developments leading up to the meeting, the staff would recommend that this matter be tabled indefinitely until said negotiations have been completed. I had also requested an email or some confirmation from the attorney representing the owners in this revocation request. However, I have not received that, but it is my understanding that he agreed to that indefinite tabling.
Thank you. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to comment in favor? Anyone who wishes to comment in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Lauren?
I make a motion to postpone indefinitely.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Commissioner Lauren to postpone indefinitely, a second by Commissioner Dougherty. Commissioner Matthews? No comment. We have a motion to postpone indefinitely. Please vote. Motion carries. Staff, so for this to go back onto the agenda, it will need to come in front of the commission. The commission would need to grant and vote to put it back on our agenda. Re-subdivision review, we have none. Dormant subdivision review, none. Tentative subdivision, none. Preliminary subdivision review, none. Final subdivision review, none. Proposed amendments to ordinance 499, none. Old business, none. Any new business?
Happy Veterans Day. Kirk.
Commissioner Matthews.
At the zoning meeting, we were told that we might get our new rules printed out by this meeting, and we have not. That's not a major problem, but I understand that there is a clean copy available, and hopefully by the next meeting of the, at least zoning, if not the planning commission, we will have our new rules for all of our members plus the public.
Thank you. Any further comments by the commission? Commissioner Randolph.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to take out this time, I think I voiced the sentiment of the entire commission to appreciate all of our veterans and military personnel. We appreciate your sacrifice, your voluntary service to helping and to do whatever it takes to maintain, protect, and preserve our freedom and liberty. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion to adjourn.